Hi there and welcome. It's Maggie M in Oz. It's a couple of days early for me to do my cash envelope stuffing, but I'm home. I've been home a little while, just trying to do a few things to get this set up. But I'm going to do my cash stuffing today for the first pay in 2022. I hope everyone's had a really lovely Christmas. Was great, was everything you wanted it to be, and I hope 2022 is going to be fabulous for all of us. Us on our journey, I am really sticking down, so that's why I was excited to do the first pay, even though I got paid a couple of days early, because I wanted to get onto it and get really into the swing of it for this next year coming. So this is going to be my first pay, so I'll just grab my wallet out of my bag, because I've been to the bank. My Chresury wallet, as you know, you've seen it before. This is the pink one. If anyone wants to know where to buy these, I'll leave a link down below. And Kemma's the owner of the store where I got this from, and she's fabulous, so she'll help you out with anything that you need. This is actually the pink one. So I'm just going to get my money from the bank, paid all the bills, everything's done. I'll pop this away. I'm going to put the screen down now because you've seen me, so I can get on with it. Bear in mind, got out today and there's a lot of people around town. It's packed. So I'm going to use my big happy planner for this year. Instead of having my little cheat sheet, I'm going to do it every fortnight like this. This makes it easier for me. So I've got all the information I need here. The amounts that I'm going to do will grow as you know, things change. The planners I've got, and I probably showed you these two, that one and that one, which I got from Erin at Budgets by the Beach. And I've got another one I've found, which I got this one from Kmart ages and ages ago, but it tones in with my theme of sort of neutral colours. I have got a Moterm, but I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. I think these are enough to deal with. And I'm going to use my wallet for coffee and things like that. So when I put money in for coffee, that's where it's going to go, in my wallet. So let's get started. First things we're going to do, I'll just pop those aside because I do them in order, which makes life easier for all of us. So the money in the bank I got out today was $140. So this is what this should be. So it's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140. I'm just trying to organise them so there's a little bit of order there. So I'm going to pop those up there. So that's 140. So we're spot on in that sense. So the next thing I want to do is I've got a big jar. Before we start with those, I've got a big jar. I've changed it from the little one I had to this really big one. It's actually an old flour, a plain flour jar from the supermarket. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my coins that were in my little one into this big one, and this is I'm going to fill this up until it's full. So if it takes a year, that's great. If it's less, that's even better. So I'm going to empty out my wallet of coins first. I'll try to do this without having got everything go everywhere. I'll take out my piece of citrine, leave that to the side, because that always stays in my purse. Now I'll just take all the coins out, and they can go in there. Put my piece of citrine back, and that's done. So every fortnight, whatever's in my purse when I do the stuffing goes into this jar and doesn't get touched. And hopefully it'll build up really well. So I don't mix up I don't separate my coins so they're all separate. I just throw them all in together. For me, that's easier. So now we're just going to put the wallet aside for the moment. And let's get to our first one. So we've got this lovely folder. We're going to start with payment for me. Now I've got a little bit of money in some of these because I haven't used my money. My rollover here is just continuing to roll over. Sorry, my envelope here is just continuing to roll over, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So I get $30. I'm actually going to take a 10 and 4 5s. 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's $30 for me. And as I put the money in there, I'm going to tick it off so it's done. Then that way I know that I've done it. Household is the next one, and that's getting $5. And the idea of all this is to build them up. So, you know, $5 doesn't sound a lot this week or this fortnight, but in, you know, 4 fortnights you might have $30 there. It depends on what you're putting in, of course. This is how I'm starting, so I know that I'll stick to it. Households here. Actually, I'm left-handed, so I probably should put it on this side, shouldn't I? That would be sensible. Dining out is $10. My husband and I both put money into that, so we've currently got, I think, $70, so this will make it 80. Yep, so that's 80 all up. When my husband puts money in, it will bump it up to 90. So that gives us a little bit of a cushion to go out and do something. The next one is gifts. That's $5. I've got no birthdays coming up until March, I don't think, so I think we've got a bit of a leeway to start building up some money. And I've got a couple of really big trips coming up. Oh, can't even open that. I've got a couple of really big trips coming up, one in April, and I probably told you about that. Let's do this when I focus. So I've got to save some pennies for that, and there's another one when we go down to Melbourne to see my son and his wife. The $5 challenge. So I've got to save everything I can to do that. This is why I'm being really strict with myself. $5 challenge is done. Personal care is $5. Now I do most of my own stuff, so you know, I just bought some hair colour for my hair, so I didn't count that because I thought, well, I had a little bit extra in there that I used, so I'll start afresh like from now. So it's $5 in personal care. Now the holiday one is a new one because that's going toward, that's $10. That's going toward this trip that's coming up in April. So once I've a couple of pays in, I'll start saving more. So it doesn't sound a lot at the moment, but it will kick up pretty quick. That's $10. And this new one to me, I've had it for a little while, but it's a new one to me. This is a $500 in 26 weeks challenge from Erin at Budgets by the Beach. I'm going to start off with what I can afford. So we're going to do $5, and I'm going to find a texter to start colouring that in. I'm not sure what I should use, but I'll find one and just colour them in, maybe a permanent marker or something, I don't know. I'll have a look and I'll investigate later. So that's the $5 to start with, because it's different amounts every time you do it. So I'm doing $5, then there's 30, 10, 15, 25, so all different denominations, and there's a $40 one here. So whatever you try to put in what you can afford for the fortnight, that's what you do. So I've said that I've marked off the $5 one, so I'll go back to that. So that's that binder done. It's always a good feeling when they've done and you just sort of know that money's secure in there. And let's let it build up. The next one's my checkered one. And, oh, whoops, it's a bit stiff. Now this one is for saving for holiday spending. And this one's going to have $10. So I'm taking 2 5s. I asked for a lot of 5s because I wasn't sure how I was going to break it up, but it's all worked out well. I should be right. I can always get change if I need to. Groceries, $5 extra. Actually, before I go any further, we'll just pop that one aside. What I'm going to do is this $20 note that's sitting here. I have, I'm just wondering, my money that I haven't used. I'm just going to get change of that. So I need $20. Take the $20 note from there and pop it in there, because I've just realised I don't think I'm going to have enough. So now that's done. So I haven't actually taken anything out of that. I've just got change for myself, and that's the beauty of having smaller denominations. You can do that. So let's put put that back here. Now we go back to this. So what I put in there was Maggie holiday spending, done. Groceries extra, $5. That's done. That just adds up over time, and then hopefully we'll put more in as time goes on. Home projects. Now this is for something if I want to buy anything for the house. Once there's money in there, nothing big, just the smaller stuff. Or anything I'll see that I need to do. No cleaning stuff, nothing like that. It's purely for, you know, aesthetic stuff. If I want new cushions or something like that, you know, whatever I feel like I want to do. Once there's money in there, I can do it. So that's $5 in that one. Bits and Bobs is getting $5. And that's exactly what the words suggest. Bits and bobs. Anything else that I can't think of that I start saving for and I need, that's what I can use it for. And Oscar, our pooch. Now Oscar's got plenty of things at the moment because we bought him a lot toward Christmas. He's had his Christmas present, so he doesn't really need anything at the moment. That's just for anything extra. I buy him treats or whatever like that. So that's what that is for. So that's all of them. These ombre pockets here, Erin by Budgets by the Beach makes them, so if you want any of them, just get in touch with Erin. I'm sure she'll be happy to help you. So now we've got one binder left, so I've got those two done. This last one is Fun Money. So it's basically the same as the other binders. It's just that this one was from Kemma and it was like $10 or something. And it was a diary, but I've just taken everything out and just using it purely for what I wanted now. So Fun Money is $5. And I'm going to have to get some more change. So let's just dig in again. Who's got plenty of pennies here? We'll see if I've got any more $5 notes. I've got one, I've got two there, so I can take those and take a 10. I reckon that'll probably be enough. 5, 10, 15, yep. That should be just about do it. Best to make mistakes now rather than later on, I reckon. I'll learn from this. Fun Money is $5. And let's pop it in here. We're going to have a quiet New Year's Eve. We're not doing too much. We're just going to, you know, take it easy. It's going to be very hot here the next couple of days. So just stay cool and do things in the house. Hobbies is getting $5. I did a bit of sewing for Christmas, but I haven't done anything much because I'm actually only learning anyway. So hobbies is $5. So that's what that's really for. Savings is $5. And pop that in. You mark it off. Emergency is $10. And that's going in there. So any type of things, once that builds up, if anything we need, you know it's there. Or if I need to do something, I've got the money there. And the last but not least is Christmas. And this is gearing up for Christmas next year. So when Christmas comes around next year, there'll be money in there rather than, you know, juggling everything at the last minute. Although I didn't really do that. I'm doing better than I have been in the past, but it's nice to just have all the money there. But as I said, things are in the new year and toward the months going ahead, the money will, I'll put more aside for those, so that'll be fine. So that's that one all done. So that's everything done. So now all I'm going to do is in my wallet, I've got my money aside here, even though I sort of delved into to get change. I've got a couple of categories in here that I need to fill. So in my wallet you'll see, I'll just move those out of the way. In my wallet you'll see I've got a few categories. I need to put some in for spend and coffee, no shopping, and miscellaneous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out of my budgeting, I'm going to take out, let's see what we've got, $10. So what I need to do is find 2 5s. So see, this is what you do. You hunt them around until you find 2 5s that you can use. And here's 2 5s there, the holiday. So what I'm going to do is take out the 2 5s that are in the holiday and put in a $10 note. I have to rethink that for the next time I do a cash stuffing, I think. So I've taken out $20 from my categories, and I'm going to pop $10 in the spend. It's a coffee. $5 in the coffee, because I like to have a coffee out. I haven't done it for a little while, so. And the 5 in the miscellaneous. So there, that's it. And that's my wallet set up for the fortnight. I might do it per week, depending on how we're just going to play this by ear until it gets really sort of firmly set in my mind, and it's just routine that I do it. But it's so far so good. I just have to mark the Christmas one off. And I mean, I'd rather make mistakes now than later down the track. So, you know, I'll just iron this out, make sure I have enough denominations for everything so I don't have to go and keep changing things. But you can do that. You know, there's no rules and regulations. It's just how it works out. But I'm really glad that you're along for the ride, and I'm really, really happy that everybody's, you know, doing okay, and things will get great when we save some money, you know, collectively. So the next one I'll do will be in 2022. So Happy New Year to you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.